I see you shiver with anticipation.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Tuesday night means one thing. Means heel turn Harry and cousin Phil on location. And the big Alboski talking sports. And our boy, Chris Vant, who always shows up, is in the house as well. What's up, Big Chris?
Big game for him.
Right. And the Cardinals are going to also come for him tomorrow against the Dodgers. Mark my words.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. Meanwhile, in home team sports land, we had a winless team win, like the Giants and the Jets. And that team was my wife's team, and CUZ, she beat yours.
Man, when you put up the third highest point total in the whole week, you expect to come out with a win. But it just didn't happen, man. Congratulations on first victory. So.
Good evening there, Mr. Spitter. What's up there?
TJ!
DJ's in the house.
What's going on, big
hey,
bro?
fellas. So, yes, we had the Jets win, miracle. We had the Giants win, another miracle. And then we had my wife's team beat Cousin Phil's team, miracle number 3. These things come in threes there, Adrian.
They do. They definitely do.
All right, so listen. I got to give the wife some love, right? I mean, somebody has to. So I got to give her some love.
Right.
She did a great
job. Great. I mean, she did. She put up the
and there's still
highest point total.
Also, and conspicuous by his absence is Anthony Joseph when he went down for his first loss, by the way, Mr. I'm going to beat everybody all the time. He is now 3-1, people.
What did he lose to?
He lost to JJ.
I lost to the other undefeated.
He lost to the New Jersey Metro Stars. Shout out to JJ. Way to go, brother.
It sounds like you're hoping for his demise. I mean, that's what I'm getting.
I just didn't want him to have
last week's show.
I just didn't want him to have to talk anymore about how great he is and how undefeated he is, because he's not. And speaking of undefeated,
that's my teammate. That's my quarterback.
Oh, that's your boy, right? I forgot.
That's my teammate.
Well, he's a shitty teammate, so.
Our first subject is: are the Arizona Cardinals for real?
Yes.
They're the only team left in the NFL. No, I didn't say NFC. I said NFL. Undefeated. So, Adrian, are the Arizona Cardinals for real?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Why?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Look at that passing game, first and foremost. Look at that pass game. Look at that defense. Kyler Murray has come into his own so far, it seems. You can kind of argue about who they faced and, they've only had a couple of tough games. But, I mean, the kid's showing out. Yeah, they got a very explosive offense and a great D.
They're the most complete team, I think.
When cornerbacks,
special teams, everything.
Yeah. When people figure out how to cover DeAndre Hopkins, then we'll figure something out. But DeAndre Hopkins seems like he's moving in slow motion and still getting by people. It's insane. It's insane. He's to me, he has been the best wide receiver in football.
And we all picked the Rams to beat him, Harry, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, it's early. Not to say that the offense isn't great, not taking nothing away from Arizona, but they tend to look good for a couple weeks, and then they come back down to earth. My whole thing with them, besides the fact that they run a college offense, is if you can at least slow down the offense and make them semi-one-dimensional, you can beat them because they don't have a running game. And it's not like they don't have running backs. They just don't have a running game. Like Philip Lindsay is a, decent running back, not great.
Yeah, he has his moments.
Yeah, I mean, and Kyler Murray's great, but eventually someone's gonna hit that boy.
You're waiting. You're right. You're waiting for it. You're waiting for it to happen. It's crazy.
The Ravens had an explosive offense for a period of time when Lamar was coming into his own. And they've come down to earth.
Yeah.
Relative. And they have a good defense. They have Buda Baker. They have some pieces. I don't see that team in the long haul making it. They can make some noise for a couple weeks,
all right.
half the season.
Cuz whenever you're not talking, I'm gonna mute you because of the background noise.
Yeah, I forgot about the background noise.
Are you sold? Are you sold on the Arizona Cardinals?
I'm sold on them. I'm going to talk about something that nobody else is talking about. Is that defense, man? Hassan Reddick, he's a Temple boy out of Philly. Yeah, shut down one of the most potent offenses that we're seeing this year. I don't see them winning outright, but I do see them going far. We talked about Adrian, talk about DeAndre Hopkins. He just don't even have the stats this year that he usually has. AJ Green 50. Kurt Connor with a 1-yard touchdown run. So it's like, I don't know, man. Rondale Moore. They're the first team to have what was it? I want to say it was 6 receivers with 100 yards this year.
Yep.
Not even receivers, just 6 people with over 100 yards receiving this year.
Right.
They're spreading the ball out. This year, them and the Rams, and what they did to the Rams, I put them up. But that
Defense is something else. That defense is dangerous. That defense is very dangerous.
Yeah, they are, and I think they're the most. I think they're the most complete team in the NFL. I think there's question marks on certain teams, right? Like the Rams. We wanted to talk so highly about the Rams. The Rams have, on defense they have Aaron Donald mostly, and that's pretty much. They're not. I don't think the Rams are the juggernaut that the first couple of weeks we started to see. We're like, oh man, the Rams are just beating everybody, and then they hit a brick wall in their own division. I don't know. I'm with Harry on this one. I'm not completely sold on the Cardinals, but they got my attention. I'll at least say that.
Yeah.
I just don't think that offense long term is sustainable. I really don't. I think it's one of those offenses that will get you so far and won't take you to where they need to go. And if it takes a couple years, then you got to pay Kyler Murray, and it's just that's when it all goes downhill.
It's funny, like seeing how the way everything is starting to work out with teams, because you kind of look at it in the beginning of the year. Everybody had their picks. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Rams are going to be great. The Bucks are going to be great. And who else? Oh, watch out for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to take off. Buffalo's going to continue on their run. And not every team has lived up to expectations. Even the Browns. Look at the Browns. The Browns they expected the Browns to be 4-0 right now. What, they're 2-2?
And they barely won Sunday.
Yeah.
That was an ugly win.
How about something we've talked about in years? Cowboys defense.
Come on, Adrian.
Adrian, are you on board with them yet? Are you on board with the Cowboys yet?
Come home.
Are you a believer? You gotta, yeah, okay.
You want my honest opinion?
He at least said they're going to win the division, Harry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's not hard to do right now, though.
Right now, no, it's not.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Not just as a Cowboys fan, but as someone who watches football.
Sure.
That defense gives up way too many passing yards for me to be like, oh, watch out for them. Because what's going to happen? Do they play Arizona this year?
No, I don't think so.
They do not.
So they played the Bucks, and how many yards did they give up to the Bucks?
Yeah,
Pass.
But let's talk about that alone. That's the first game, right? New defense, knew a lot of things, and you hung in with Tom Brady in that offense.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a great defense. By all means, it's not a great defense. But do you need a great defense to win now? You need a good defense with a really good offense.
You need a solid defense with a really good offense.
And they're a good defense. They're not a great defense. They're getting better every single week. Every week they're getting better.
Are they? Okay. So explain Carolina.
What do you mean explain Carolina?
Carolina has a great defense.
28 to 36. Explain it. I know a lot of it was garbage time. But at one point Carolina was winning that game. Am I wrong? 14-7?
It was 14-13.
Huh?
14-13.
14-13. Okay, so it was 14-13. Carolina. Okay, take that away. Look how many passing yards they gave up to Philly.
Yeah, but their scores on Carolina was not passing. It was Sam Darnold being creative.
Yeah, but a lot of the Philly stuff you're talking about was garbage yards when they had like that big lead.
Yeah, but if you're going to like, here's the thing that Dallas does that scares the shit out of me. Like as a fan, they do this every time they have a hot year. They start doing this shit. And they're doing the same thing this year. They get these leads where the team starts clicking, and it's like, oh man, and they slowly but surely start letting teams back in. Look at Dak's first year. They were coming back and like beating the brakes off of people. And then what happened when they played Green Bay?
What are you talking about there, Phil? Why are you laughing?
Because I'm bored with Adrian on this hole that the Cowboys.
Let me ask you.
And that's a Cowboys fan. I'm back my buddy Adrian.
Let me ask you guys this question.
Okay.
Dallas of years past, right? Do you lose that game to the Chargers, or do you win that game against the Chargers? Normally.
What year?
This year. Like any other year besides this year. When they were that close with the Chargers, is that a game they win or lose?
I'm trying to think of the year.
All right. I'm saying if every other team passed, defensive-wise, offensive-wise, whatever, when it's that close, playing the Chargers, are they winning that game or losing that game down the stretch?
Depends. You talking about it all depends on the year because like 8 out of 10 times they'll win that game. 8 out of 10. I want 10 out of 10.
They only
8 out of 10 times. That game. That was probably one of the best games that I've seen the defensive play because the Chargers are a hot team. The Chargers can put up points on folks, and they were able to shut those down. Now, if they would have carried over and did the same thing against a decimated Carolina team, Carolina should have been in the ballgame.
The only thing that scares me with Dallas is Mike McCarthy and his ridiculous decisions that he made.
Yeah. Now, that's another topic.
But you know what? I think we have a tight end now. Schultz is pretty good.
We'll see.
I mean, listen, we don't need a great tight end.
He's coming up. He's right.
We're not looking for the next Jay Novacek, honestly.
All right.
Or the next Jason Witten.
Or Jason Witten.
Listen. You got all the tools that you need to make a championship run. The one thing you don't have is a solid top 10 defense. You don't.
Actually,
offensively, they're not. They might be right now, but I'm saying down the stretch, on the way. At the end of the year, they're not going to be top 10.
We say? I mean, we are missing defensive pieces, by the way, too.
Yes.
So I mean, there's that.
Correct.
It's what I am not looking for this defense to be great. I just need them to not be the past couple years defense where all four of us could score.
But I mean, if you get into shootouts, with the Rams, if you get in the playoffs, I'm talking playoffs. So if you get in the shootouts with the Rams or the Seahawks or the Arizona Cardinals, like I don't know if they win those games. I'm not sure.
Kansas City defense is terrible.
I'm not sure yet. Ask me in 8 weeks.
I mean, can we agree Kansas City's defense sucks and they're pretty damn good?
Oh, Kansas City, you're right. But
Yeah.
Kansas City can still beat. But see, that's the thing. Kansas
Their
City
offense
can beat.
can put up 900 points.
Right. Kansas City can still beat anybody. We'll talk about them later. Just hold on. Just hold the phone.
We have a running game at least, you know.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
What phone? I don't have a phone. I'm on my phone.
All right. Let's talk about this. Should the Steelers bench Ben? Is it time?
No.
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 Why not?
Should they? Yes. Will they? No.
Who else you gonna put in?
I mean, there is, you know.
What do they got? Rudolph?
Hobbs.
I don't even know. Hobbs? Is that who they got?
No, they have Dwayne Haskins.
Phil, should the Steelers bench Ben?
He might be benched this week anyway because the reports came out today that it was a hip issue that he got in the Broncos game. So he might not even start this week. But should they bench him? They're not going because of the and all that. Oh, and why should I? We suck. We go 1 and whatever. You know, we get a high draft pick. Take a quarterback coming out this year, Bryce Young out of
No, just leave him in there. That's all right.
Young kid, Ole Miss, Colorado Miss.
All right,
I mean, because Mason Randolph he's not the answer.
No.
This is their own fault too. I mean,
what's up, Big Joe?
Let's be real. This is the Steelers' fault. They should have years ago at least thought about bringing somebody in or drafting somebody.
Well, I mean, they didn't know.
Big Ben has not been close ever since they got rid of Ted Haley as their offensive coordinator.
See, that's what Rudolph was supposed to be. They whiffed on Rudolph, right? So they need to use a first round pick on a quarterback.
They whiffed a lot.
They traded for Fitzpatrick, right? They could have took whatever they gave to get Fitzpatrick and got some kind of.
No, for who? Nobody's ready. Let's guys play out the final year. Out his final. Let the guy play out his final year.
Yeah, but he looks terrible.
He got you 2 Super Bowls. Do him like that. Yeah. Well,
no, listen.
They don't. The Steelers don't owe Ben shit.
He looks bad. Like he is like not even immobile. He's like just in a wheelchair sitting in the backfield.
All right. So the trade deadline is like the first week of November. Should the Browns trade Odell Beckham Jr.?
I say yes.
What are they going to get for him?
How about my Ravens? Yes.
What are they going to get for him?
I don't know. But he has no.
What are you going to get for him? I don't know. But should they trade him?
They should have been let him go.
Huh?
They should have been let him go.
They don't need him.
They don't need him.
And he has no chemistry with Baker Mayfield. None.
Nope.
You know, trade him like they said. Trade him to Baltimore. Baltimore needs a wide receiver.
Phil, should the Browns trade Odell Beckham Jr.?
Why? I mean, I don't know. He's been hurt last year. I don't think so. I mean, what are you going to get for him? Who's going to replace him in that lineup?
Anybody.
Everybody else?
I mean, just say. I mean, Odell. Baker just sucked last week. Put it out there. Baker just sucked. That was not has to do with Odell. You know what I mean? You know, Odell,
Joe says, "Hell yeah, we'll take him." The Ravens fan said, "We'll take him."
Yeah, that's a great point for him.
He has no trade value anymore. He can't stay healthy.
Exactly.
He's a head case. He's got he can't stay.
But he's
beat
going to
up
be
by fucking kicking. I don't remember if you all saw that on the sideline.
He's one of those guys that will create a problem though in the locker room, you know, and talking all this crap that you're not throwing the ball, and you don't need that when you're trying to win a division and everything else. Trade him for whatever you can get. Trade him to Baltimore. Trade him to Eagles. Trade him somewhere. I don't know.
All right, so this wasn't a subject that because the next subject we're going to talk about is the MLB playoffs. But what the hell's going on with Urban Meyer?
Urban Meyer is in over.
I mean, that all happened in the last 48, 72 hours.
He's in over his head.
Yeah, I think.
And then the dancing video and what the hell's going on here?
Well, here's I think what happened, and I think he had a great idea. You know, I did everything I want to do in college. Let me give the NFL a try. And I think the moment he stepped on the field and realized what an NFL game is, what happens in the NFL. He was like, you know what? This is not for me. USC became available, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to get my ass fired. You guys are going to pay me. And then 5 minutes later, USC is going to hire me, and I'm going to leave. But he's got the owner saying how it's inexcusable. He's going to have to earn trust back. There's reports of players laughing at him as soon as he leaves the room after what just happened. Player says he has zero credibility in that locker room. He's going to ruin he's going to ruin a one in a lifetime quarterback. He is not an NFL coach. Nick Saban tried it. Steve Spurrier tried it. It's not for everybody. And he needs to go to college.
So Big Joe says, listen, we saw college coaches come into the NFL movie before. We know how to send right. There's exceptions to that rule, like Pete Carroll. Phil mentioned
literally like two exceptions.
Pete Carroll left and came back.
I know, but college coaches have had success. It's not every college coach.
But there's also people that are saying that maybe his time in Seattle is getting a little.
Well, he'll ride with Russell Wilson. When Russell Wilson's no longer there, he might retire.
Yeah.
He is like 70, I think, too.
Yeah.
I think. He's close to that, at least.
All right, let's switch it up. Baseball. MLB playoffs start tonight. We got the Yankees. We got the Red Sox. That old, you know what I'm talking about. First and foremost, before we get into all those other teams that made it to the playoffs that aren't the Phillies, who do you got tonight? We'll start with Harry. Harry, who do you got tonight? Yankees at Red Sox, 8:00.
Well, I mean, I'm only going to take the Yankees for one reason and one reason only. Garrett Cole's pitching. But after tonight, they're going to go home in probably 4 when they play the Rays. I mean, neither one of these teams are beating the Rays. But, I mean, I think the bigger problem, if you're a Yankees fan, is you got to figure out how you spend $200 and some odd million, and you had a basic miracle that you made the playoffs. And if it wasn't for, other teams being terrible down the stretch, you might have not made it. Like, there's a huge problem in Yankee land.
All right. Joe says Yankees, baby. Chris says Yankees tonight, Cardinals tomorrow. Of course he's going to say that. Too early to tell on Arizona. Yeah. Cuz, who do you got? Yankees and Red Sox tonight.
I got the Red Sox tonight. He took Garrett Cole, which is a good observation. Garrett Cole of old, Garrett Cole the last 3 outings has shitted the place up. I mean, he has not pitched well. He's got rocked. The only thing about Boston is they're without J.D. Martinez.
What are you doing?
But I'm still going Boston because I don't like the Yankees. Same reason I'm going tomorrow. I don't like the Dodgers.
So you're rooting for the Red Sox. Who's going to win?
Red Sox.
Okay, all right. The same for tomorrow. What? You don't like the Cardinals?
I don't like Dodgers. I'm going with the Cardinals. I got to go with Joey Vaughn.
Oh, you don't like the Dodgers? Go Cardinals. Go Cardinals. All right. Adrian, Yankees and Red Sox. World heavyweight title fight, round number 6,000.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Red Sox.
You got the Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox. Foot upset.
But if Cole in the playoffs, a different machine, right?
But here's the.
But it's Cole in the playoffs. He's a different machine.
But here's the Yankee problem. The Yankee problem is after tonight, who the hell are you going to pitch against the Rays game 1?
They have a couple of days. But I know we can't pitch back to back, but right.
No, but I
know what you're saying. Yeah, but it's a 1-game do or die. You got to put Cole in there. You have to
pay him all that money. I know why you play him, but what I'm saying is after Cole, who the hell is going to pitch? Cortez?
I got to say this, and I'm not blowing smoke up Chris Vance's ass, but the Cardinals are the most deserved team in the playoffs that played their asses off the last 20, 25 games, whatever, and made it in. So kudos to them. If they go down to the Dodgers tomorrow, so be it. But the Cardinals deserve to be there.
I got you.
If anyone's going to pitch that game and win that game, it's Adam Wainwright.
That was you blowing smoke up his ass. Just want to tell you.
Well, no, your smoke? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was you blowing smoke up his ass.
It was just amazing smoke, though. It was the best smoke available.
Yeah, like absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so to recap, me, Adrian, and Phil took the Red Sox. Harry took the Yankees.
And it hurts when I say that. Can I just say how much it hurts?
I understand.
Right. Does that make you feel some type of way?
It does.
So let's go. So I'm going to start with
AJ's is not supposed to happen. AJ
I'm going to start with me and go this way.
Okay.
Cardinals at the Dodgers. I have the Dodgers, but I don't like it. Adrian?
Mookie Betts, baby.
Cousin Phil said the Dodgers, but he's rooting for the Cardinals. And Harry, who do you got?
I'm going to go Cardinals only because Max Muncy isn't playing for the Dodgers. That's the only reason.
Cole. Right. So we know Chris Vant has the Cardinals. Big Joe, who do you got? Cardinals or the Dodgers? I'd like to see that too. All right. So what is with you? What is with you?
What are you talking
about? Do you like looking at you?
I was trying to get close. I was trying to get close to see what he was going to say.
You were trying to get close to me? Or you trying to hear it?
No, I was trying to see what he was going to say. I got real close.
Okay, so let's do our picks. Here are the standings in the games that we pick. By the way, in the little Yahoo Sports things, Phil is blowing us away. He's now like 8 games ahead, but the ones that we pick, he's 10-6. We've picked 16 games so far through 4 weeks, and he's 10-6 in those games that we picked. But I'm 7-9. Anthony and Harry are 8-8. And Adrian, you're 9-7. You went 3-1 last week on the games that we picked, Adrian, and so did AJ. But somebody went 1-3, and I'm just putting that up there. It's just she wanted to be relevant. She wanted to know, if my picks mean anything, and there they are. So Jessica,
hey, let's not. Hey, Adrian. I like how he covered because he did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I like how he covered that up.
Yes. Because my picks and Jessica's picks were exactly the same, so everybody knows I went 1-3 too.
Yeah. To both of y'all, I'm going to say this with all sincerity.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
Okay, thank you.
Bless your
heart. The first game, we're going to start with Harry. We're going to go clockwise with all this, and that is Jets at Falcons, 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning in London. The reason why I picked this game, why? Both teams only have 1 win. So it might actually be a pretty good game. What do you think, Harry?
I'm going to go with probably the not popular pick. I'm going to go the Jets win.
I love it. I love it.
The Jets win.
Awesome. Who do you got, Phil?
I'm going a tie in this game. Neither team wins.
You can't say that.
I'm going no, man. But this one was fuck, I don't even care. Man, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Atlanta Falcons because of Allen whatever. Your son Allen, his team, the Falcons.
I like it. All right, Adrian.
I picked the water cooler for the win.
Bobby Boucher's gonna win.
Yeah.
Jets, Jets.
It's garbage time in London.
It is, but it's gonna be a good game because they both suck.
Who has the better defense?
The Jets.
The Jets.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Atlanta.
Okay. Don't ever bet against Phil. He's the lead dog. He's 10-6. He's like got like 40. He's picked like 42 out of all the NFL games correct. Straight up, no points.
I'm sorry, but
so based on that, I'm going the Jets. Jets, Jets. And if Jessica, if you're still with us, send me who you got. All right. Next game is what? Rams at the Seahawks. Ooh. Harry, how do you feel?
Oh, I think Matthew Stafford's going to torch that defense. I think he's going to be a little mad for getting embarrassed last week.
Harry says Rams. All right. Cousin Phil, Rams at Seahawks.
Rams. I'm going Rams. This is a redemption.
Rams rebound, as Chris puts it.
And Henderson's going to be 1 week healthier, too, in the running game, too, which will help.
Mr. Adrian.
So I got to agree with the with what's being said. Matthew Stafford is looking for revenge. Matthew Stafford is probably going to be pissed off because Matthew Stafford is
and they need this game. Believe it or not, as early as it is, it's an NFC. It's a game they need.
Yep, and I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, it's a divisional. They need it. So I'm going.
I love watching Jalen Ramsey and DK Metcalf go at it. That is why I like this game.
Yeah.
Jessica, who do you got? The Jets versus the Falcons and the Rams versus the Seahawks. Let me know.
Not to mention Aaron Donald all in Russell Wilson's face, probably.
Yes.
That's a big man.
So we're all taking the Rams on that game. Let's go Chargers at Cleveland. Man, another one. This is one where you want to jump on the Chargers, but Cleveland needs this game too. I mean, bad, more so than LA does. So, but I don't know. Like I'm gonna say Chargers to lead it off. Go ahead, Harry.
I'm gonna say Chargers. That's just they're a complete team. They really are.
Jessica picks the Browns.
Yeah. Jessica was 1-3. So
she also picks Falcons and Rams.
I'm the only one. Me and Alan will have to have like a 5-minute celebration when the Jets win, so we all could just bask in
Browns
the
D surprises them. Big Chris picks the Browns.
Yeah.
Hi, wife. What a fantastic win you had in fantasy football this week.
Now that's blowing some smoke. Look at it.
Jets over Falcons. I picked it. So did Harry. All right. Phil. Phil, Chargers at the Browns. Who do you got?
Let's see. I heard you say that Chargers are the only downside with the Chargers. They'd be 4-0 if it wasn't penalties. They've had 4 penalties, 2 against Dallas, touchdowns called back because of just no distance. I'm still going Chargers. They finally get disciplined, and hopefully they don't go another week getting a touchdown called back by a penalty. But I'm going
Chargers. Adrian, Chargers and the Browns.
I think the Chargers come out swinging. Like you guys said, they're a complete team. They got a great defense. Joey Bosa is going to make Baker Mayfield's life a living hell because who is blocking for the Browns?
So Jessica's the only one that took the Browns, and Big Chris fan too. So
can we ask the question, like, what do these families feed these kids, like the Bosas and all and all this,
and
like
the Gronkowskis?
Yeah, like for real, like
HGH.
Like
I don't know.
Look at the Bosas, like they're just nasty, both of them.
And the Watts.
Yeah,
Adrian isn't liking me right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
BMT all day.
Come see us on Friday because we're going to be talking about love, which we'll mention that later.
We won't be talking about love on Friday.
Oh yeah, you're right. We're going to be talking about murder. All right, Bills at Chiefs. Harry, who do you got?
I am going to go with Buffalo to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh. Okay.
Don't look at me like that, Adrian.
All right.
I'm not saying anything.
Cousin Phil, Bills and Chiefs. Jessica, Bills and Chiefs.
But listen, everybody's talking about this Bills offense, but what defense gave up 0 points in the last 2 weeks? I'm going Bills with Harry, and I think Harry something on this one.
Is going to be all in that backfield. You watch out for Ed Oliver in that backfield.
Edrian, Bills and Chiefs.
Look, man, y'all sitting here discounting Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Edwards-Helaire and saying that they're not gonna have anything, and then you got Godwin whatever the other two receivers going down the field, and you just for that. That's why I'm taking the Bills to beat that ass, because they ain't got no offensive line to save that man's life. They can't play defense. Cole Beasley gonna get 945 yards off of everybody, and then you mean to tell me that Patrick Mahomes not gonna be scrambling for his life in this one? Okay, yeah, Bills.
It's hard to bet against you and Phil because you both picked all four the same. It is. It's really hard.
Don't do it.
I'm going the Chiefs at home. It's one of the hardest places to win in the NFL is Arrowhead Stadium late.
Not that hard when you're running for your life.
Kansas City, it doesn't matter. Kansas City and a close one. Very close. Very, very close.
I will say there's going to be a lot of points. That I will say. There's going to be a lot of points.
Yes.
I mean, right. I'm stocking up on Buffalo for fantasy just because I feel like I need it because my team sucks, man.
Big Chris agrees with me. Chiefs in a close game. What'd I say? Chiefs in a close game.
I gave up my quarterback for the running back that's not playing yet.
Woo! Yeah, right. Yes. So CMC is out this week officially for the Eagles game.
And I would have won if I had a quarterback that didn't score 16 points.
Wait, what? Adrian!
Yes.
Can you explain this comment?
You
Close enough to touch tips.
Close enough to touch tips. No, not that close. They won't be that close.
All right. So I think she means that the Bills and Chiefs game will be close enough. To
are you fishing for fantasy advice? Theresa, get the hell out of here with that shit.
She needs all the help. It was a delay. You're right. It was a delay reaction. I'm sorry. That's all. That's me. That's on me. I'm sorry. All right. Where was I? Yeah, Theresa wants to know. So don't play the Buffalo defense this week.
She was like, with the question. No, stop it. You stop it.
What's wrong with a little Grand Inquisition?
Trying to be sly on like, so y'all shouldn't switch and pick these people. Okay.
I don't think that was too slick. That was awful direct, I think.
Yeah, that was super direct. Who is she playing?
I mean, if you know Theresa, you know direct is her middle name. So
true.
Right. So a little home team sports fantasy recap, and we'll preview next week. I'm in last place. I am no threat. So Adrian, you and your team, the Boners, for whatever reason they're called.
The Fear Boners, yes.
Right, Fear Boner Disc, I got it. Is playing my wife this week.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you are 1-3.
Yes, we are.
Something's got to give. The floor is yours.
I will not talk smack because my team has thank you. My team has been sucking ass profusely. Even with the addition of Patrick Mahomes, we have been. hey, fair square. We have been decimated. I tried. I told you I didn't want to trade Ricky, and I did. So
I played AJ. Just say it.
Yeah, you should.
I do.
So Theresa has a better team, in my opinion. She just doesn't know how to play with them.
Now I play my son.
I hope he beats his ass.
Harry, I believe you play Anthony, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose by 1,000. So until next week.
You can't think that way, man. You gotta have some confidence in your team.
I don't. I really don't.
No.
Oh my God. All right. So Teresa says, well, I finally picked the right defense to play and won, even though I played the wrong quarterback.
How you play? Okay. Do that again this week.
And
you play the same thing this week.
And CUZ, who do you got this week? Do you know?
Nah, man, I gave a loss to Teresa. I said screwed it. I'm just kidding.
No, you got JJ this week, don't you?
Oh.
No, JJ.
Yes, you do. And let me be very, very clear on this.
You're gonna lose.
I want the upset. I want the upset so bad. So make it happen, please. All right? Somebody's got to knock that kid. You don't want that kid on this show because he's talking so much fucking smack since he's undefeated on all our asses.
Oh, he is? He's talking shit?
I mean, I haven't played him yet. Just saying.
I don't want to play him.
Oh, I want to play him. I want to play him because even though I'm
with Christian McCaffrey, though I'm
2-2, my 2 losses were damn fucking close. So I want to play him.
You got lucky.
And I'll win this week as well. Just saying. All right. My upset this week is the Eagles over the Panthers. CUZ, do you agree with that?
Man, you know what? I'm done with stuff yet. I'm not happy with the game, the coaching. You know, I mean, Hurts can throw. I'll give him that, but I'm just disappointed with the run.
No, I'm disappointed with the defense. The offense is fine. I'm disappointed with the defense, and they need to run the ball more. You're right.
Up against Mahomes and both.
I know why he's throwing this out. He's throwing this. Chris is putting this up here like this because of McCaffrey's not playing. So what? That Carolina defense is still playing, and the Eagles don't have a defense. So
the Eagles run it like
and who leads the league?
7
touchdowns. Fucking Sam Darnold.
You can't run the ball 7 times. Adrian needs another win, Tanya Jackson.
Yes. Yes, he does.
He needs to get off the bandwagon.
They definitely need to run more. Yes. They've run a total, CUZ, 10 fucking times. They've run the football 10 times total.
And 8 of it was Jalen Hurts, probably.
No.
Probably.
Sirianni. I'm not waiting around like Cowboys did with whatever coach they got there.
McCarthy. They have McCarthy.
I know who he was. I just want to say his name because
it could be worse. I mean, you could have Jason Garrett clapping on your sidelines. So it always could be worse.
Yeah, ginger clap.
Yeah. Looking like trash.
Yeah, true.
They need to give the ball to Sanders. Yeah, because he's on her fantasy team.
No, they don't.
No. She didn't need Sanders.
So you guys think they struck out with Rager?
Yes.
I think the jury's out on him yet.
Yes.
I could see his value as a punt returner.
And that's about it.
Because Quez Watkins is a good wide receiver, but he's no punt returner. And they don't really have anybody in that role like they used to have Deshaun Jackson. And they like having a guy in that role. And Jalen Reagor can make good plays, but he makes stupid decisions sometimes. And he's no route runner, that's for damn sure. but Quez Watkins has speed and hands. Devontae Smith has speed and hands. Goddard's getting better week to week. Ertz is looking better than I thought he would. That offensive line is decimated, so they shouldn't be doing anything. But last week, that makeshift offensive line of a bunch of no-name guys you never heard of, Dillard, Driscoll, these guys played a decent game. I didn't see Jalen Hurts sacked 5 fucking times.
But isn't Dillard supposed to not be like just some guy? Isn't he supposed to be like a guy? Didn't you draft him?
Well, you see, no, what he was supposed to be, but he was he's been a draft pick bust by Howie Roseman, and they keep putting him in there because Howie Roseman doesn't want to admit he was wrong.
Oh, wait, isn't there a lineman on a New York team that was drafted that sucks, but they keep putting him in because they don't want to admit that they're wrong?
Yeah, and that you see that a lot around the league. You see that happening all the time. You know, owners need to stay the hell out of it. All right, hire a coach, let him do his job. All right. Does anybody fear? Does Robert Kraft interfere with Belichick?
He's scared. He's too busy playing with hookers to interfere. What was the name of that receiver that y'all drafted?
That was it was a massage
with a happy ending. What was the name of the receiver that the Eagles drafted again?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. I felt so bad for him.
Why?
Past couple of weeks because he's been getting bullied.
He weighs like 100 pounds.
He has been getting like
it's a statement game to prove that they can win against a good defense.
They keep shoving his ass like
Chris,
they throw him around.
Chris, you're saying it's a statement game if the Eagles win against Carolina? I don't think so. Because if they win against Carolina, they're winning because there's no McCaffrey. And anybody can run on the Eagles, but McCaffrey, I think McCaffrey, you put him in there with one leg and he can run on the Eagles.
He might play, too. They're saying that he might play this week.
Right.
I'm hoping he does for you.
Or
listen, I don't care. I'm not beating the glorified, asshole of the group in fantasy this week. So I don't.
As for a shot at the division, they got no shot. Looking at the rest of the schedule, even if things go the way I hope they go, we're talking 6 or 7 wins in a 17 game. That's 7-10 their ceiling is 7-10. You know what the Cowboys ceiling is? Wait,
11.
no, let's not talk about the Cowboys ceiling. Let's talk about the basement. The Cowboys basement is 10 wins. 10 wins. That's the least I think that they'll have.
They have a pretty good schedule. They really do.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cowboys win a division, and as far as a wild card game, I don't want this team in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, can we talk about the real tragedy in this division though? Remember when Washington was supposed to have this amazing defense that was like
Yeah.
They're in the back of McDonald's in the trash where they belong because they suck. Like they're bad.
Because their defense. The reason why their defense is sucking so bad is because their offense can't move the ball. Their defense.
You got something to say, don't you? Go ahead, cuz.
I agree with Harry. Rest in peace. Defense.
Right? Oh, rest in.
Yeah, I mean
the Washington football team defense.
No, they have an offense. It's not great. I mean, Terry McLaurin's good. Gibson's good.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry. Were you expecting a Chiefs offense? Like, what were your expectations for that offense?
Not to be as bad as it is now.
I mean, they're not. I mean, they're not that bad.
All right. So the last,
you can't even come on the side of your own team. Don't give me that look. I don't care how nice your hair looks and shit. Like, no, that's not important.
It does look pretty sweet. All right. So the last thing we're going to talk about tonight, guys, is something that I'm really excited about and something that Adrian's really excited about. And
Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder.
And that is Real Talk with Al and Adrian premieres Friday at 8 o'clock. This Friday, right on this channel, Real Talk
Yes,
with
sir.
Adrian, Al and Adrian, and we've been talking
Yes,
about
sir.
this for months and months and months.
Yes, sir.
I'm so excited that you guys are a part of Home Team Sports, and we could not do Home Team Sports without you guys. I want to say that first and foremost. I love you guys. I love Chris Vant and everybody that chimes in. I love the now 5 or 6 females that chime in when Adrian's on. So and that's when we're talking sports.
Yeah,
just imagine how many are going to chime in when we talk movies.
Can we just get Adrian on the screen? He doesn't have to talk. Can we just get him there?
Yeah, I could do that. I think.
Yeah. We don't need you, Adrian.
Right.
We just need your picture.
And then,
Yeah, right there.
there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
So you
That's what I'm
can,
talking about.
yeah, you can hear us, but
Yeah.
I want to hear you talk about how you feel about Real Talk on Friday.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be so fun. It's been something I'm passionate about. It's something that I love movies. Anybody who knows me knows I am a cinephile. I love movies.
Excuse me? You're a what?
I'm a cinephile. I love movies.
Okay.
What? What? No, it's gonna be amazing because we spend a lot of time.
Hey, I heard the same thing.
We spend a lot of time behind the scenes, and even on Home Team Sports, where we bring up the entertainment section, and we always go on these rants, and so now we finally have the opportunity where we can just sit back and talk movies. And the way we have this set up is it's so beautiful. I'm super excited about this. It's gonna be amazing, and I hope that everybody who tunes in to Home Team Sports, who tunes in around the turnbuckle, who tunes in to Spitting with Spitter, who tunes in to Talking Spit, you guys tune in and watch us continue to elevate our craft here. So,
Listen, first and foremost, I want to say that I have been asked not by one but by 5 different people to co-host that show.
no,
Okay,
tell
and
them
you
no.
all are going to get a let me be clear. You're all going to get a chance because there's going to be times where we talk about a movie that's up your wheelhouse, whether it be horror, whether it be Marvel superhero stuff, whether it be whatever floats your boat as far as movies go.
Right.
Maybe some of you are good at talking about movies about war. I don't know, but my point is that we're going to start this one off with a bang, where we talk about an old horror film and a new horror film.
Yes.
And this week, we're going to talk about the 1980 classic, The Shining.
Yes.
And we're also going to talk about the new 2021 Malignant. And those 2 movies have nothing to do with each other except for the fact that they're both horror films, and this is October, and we're going to start off October with a bang. Also, and I haven't told this to Adrian, I'm announcing this for the first time, we are going to hold a movie trivia contest. We're going to ask one question. We're going to ask one trivia question. We will not tell you when that question's coming up, but at some point during that show, I'm going to ask a movie trivia question on this week's show, next week's show, and the one after that. And you need all 3 of those answers. And you go into a drawing for a $25 AMC movie gift card.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
So
can I break out a trivia question as well? Since we have the month of October? Okay.
Of course.
Yes.
Actually, I was hoping that you'd come up with it instead of me.
Oh, I can come up with several. You ain't got to worry about that. You want them all horror based, so you just want how you want it?
I'm still live.
She's mean.
Yeah, she's got to just come up and yell as if I'm gonna come up with the money for the $25 gift card. Whatever.
In the arms of an angel.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Tune in. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you will not miss Home Team Sports on Tuesdays, Around the Turnbuckle on Sundays. By the way, Around the Turnbuckle used to be twice a week. It is now just Sundays. Around the Turnbuckle Sundays. Home Team Sports on Tuesdays, Spitting with Spitter on Wednesdays, and Real Talk will be on Friday. And I cannot wait to do that with you, my friend, my brother. And I cannot wait to talk movies. We're going to talk movies. We're going to talk TV shows. What's hot?
What's hot?
What's hot? What are you binging right now? Like what's on Netflix? What's on Disney? What's on Hulu? What's on Amazon? All that cool stuff.
Right.
So, let us know what you think. Send us some messages of what you think is hot. Send messages to 2M1L Media. Go to our Facebook page to do that. Go to 2M1L Media's Facebook page. Hit that send message button, and you can send in what you guys also send in ideas for future Real Talks. So if there's a movie that you want us to maybe review and talk about, let us know what you think. Every week we're going to do an old movie and a new movie, and they're going to have some kind of relation.
Yeah.
Maybe on Halloween weekend we'll do Halloween the original and Halloween the remake.
Kills. Yes.
And Halloween Kills, the latest.
Yes.
So maybe we'll do that. But we're going to play around with it. We're going to have fun. Game time. Go Yankees. Absolutely not. Go Red Sox. And I'll talk to you later. I'm not feeling well. Oh, I hope you feel better, Jessica.
I hope you feel better.
Absolutely. We lost cousin Phil. Harry, you got any last words since I got that out? I got that all out of the way. Oh yeah, he would talk, but he's muted. Go ahead. What?
When the hell are me and AJ gonna have a damn show? You want to talk about? You want to talk about damn movies? We could overtake Skip and Max and Shannon and whatever.
Come on, Skip. You can't. You're not finna sit there and say all that, Skip.
Yeah, and I just have one question.
Go Buffalo Bisons.
Sweet mother.
You have a cinematologist or a cinemaphile or whatever the hell you want to call yourself. My question is, the man talks about adult entertainment, and then he's a cinephile or whatever the hell.
I'm a cinephile. Like, I love movies.
Yeah.
Should we be?
Can I just say that I'm not a cinephile? I'm a movie buff.
That sounds a lot better. I feel like Adrian might be on a list that we don't know about. I don't know.
Chris, the answer to this is Penn State. We're out of here. Enjoy the Red Sox and the Yankees. Go Dolphins. What? All right.
Yeah.
What the hell did I say?
I'm getting last minute comments here. Go Dolphins. Teresa interrupted earlier. Who's paying for that $285 gift card?
The people are paying for it.
I love that ringtone, by the way.
That's exactly how you sounded.
I love that ringtone.
You hear that?
I heard the ringtone.
She doesn't know I'm still alive.
I know you're still alive.
She doesn't know I'm still alive and running her mouth.
I feel like she doesn't care.
All right.
For a subscriber today, you can make sure Al has a safe place to stay.
Yeah. Who has a couch? Anybody have a couch? Donate a couch. Don't fund me for a couch.
We'll see you next time on Home Team Sports on Tuesday.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.